Right, that was second episode of Black Mirror season 7. I'll say started out really again started out really well. The last like 10 minutes completely killed it. It's basically like I thought they were going to be going for like, you know, how you can't really trust shit on the internet anymore, and the potential for erasure of history and shit, and mass manipulation. I thought that's what they were going to be going for with the episode. That's what they kind of set up, and that was really interesting. No, in the end, spoilers, it turns out it's a fucking multiverse, and it's like, not only is it a multiverse, it's also probably the worst multiverse I've ever seen. Where they go out of the way for the multiverse to literally just make no sense. It is easily the worst version of multiverse I've ever seen in anything ever. I don't know why they did that. They had one of the best fucking concepts for an episode of Black Mirror off the bat, which is really relevant in the current political climate. And they're like, nah, let's make it the worst multiverse story ever written. Why? Why did you do that? Alright. Are you white? No, you're light grey. Okay, cool. Okay. So you need to go here. Now, like, here's a problem. When, Ooh, nope, nope. Why would you do that? Right, go on. Come on. Wonderful. Fat. So we'll beautify it later. We'll have to be very careful to make sure it, Oh, God. Okay. Blue. Blue, I'm gonna need you to come a little further. I'm gonna need you to at least, like, jump up here. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sorry, little one. Just be glad you're not a chicken at McDonald's. It's a better fate than they get. Well, it might be a worse fate if you keep your shit up there. No, stop it. No, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why does your pathfinding make you do that? No. Are baby sheep like specifically designed to be fucking annoying? Holy fuck. How are we this late into a game's development and they sound like programmed, like making it so you can throw wheat and have them go find it? Why haven't they done that yet? I really, like, people were thinking about that like 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago, people were like, this should be a feature. It's not hard to program. You already have like 10 mobs to do the same exact thing. Oh, great, you've all grown up. For some reason, I have a stomachache, and it's really annoying. Alright, from what I can tell, the grass is not growing back. Why is it not growing back? It should be. Yeah, it should be. There's no reason for it to not be. It should be going back. Maybe they're just eating it. Just in case, out of precaution. Yeah, according to a wiki, the grass here should be spreading just fine. There should not be any problems with this. Especially now I put these grass blocks here. Okay. It might be that we need like that. So it can go to here, then to here. Yeah, look, they oh no, I'm stupid. Am I stupid? Man, this is so annoying because again it's RNG, so I can't even tell if it is actually working or not. Alright, according to everything on the wiki, this should work fine. This should be spreading. Okay, maybe Ollie was onto something with like the usage of glass. This glass isn't gonna. Maybe I should go get some glass. Oh, right. Okay, it does work. It might just be a little bit slow. So yeah, I say we fix this. We're a little bit dicey. There we go. We do this, it should be even faster. It's for some reason, because physics, it spreads faster down slopes than it does up slopes. Oh god, Faz close, okay. Almost gave him freedom there. It's risky. Right, with this we don't need these holes anymore, so let's also patch those up. And I mean, it's not really necessary, but it just gives you slightly better visibility on which sheep is in the cage. But again, that's indicated with this anyway. My original idea of this was to put them in like pods. I was going to put them in like a little pod, which matched the color of the wall. The only reason why I didn't do that is simply because it's big. I was literally hoping to do just. I was hoping to do literally just that, but the color of the wall that they are. And then I'd have it sort of like, we pretend that it's not even a sheep making a wall, like it grows or something. That'd be like the lore behind the wall, but this is just too big. And not to mention, of course, we need the grass nearby to work. Yeah, so this should be spreading about as fast as you can expect it to. We can also do the front blocks as well, but let's just get the fucking sheep in first. How is it already turning night again? Just gotta keep pushing them until they stop resisting. Bosh, bosh. Because I don't really know how fast this should be, but it feels like it's taking too long. Alright, it's working. It's just inconsistent, because it's going to be inconsistent as RNG. Cool, so we don't need to worry about it. It may also vary based on like time of day and lighting, so I'll probably set up some lights. That might help. Have we lost a sheep at some point? So I'm pretty sure we had a sheep which was white wool. I know we had a baby which was white wool and they fucking died. I mean, not stacking cleanly. My body is a fortress. Nope. 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 Nope.
There's also a ton of other
Stop it.
YouTube videos. Famously, BuzzFeed Unsolved.
And we had the black sheep. Okay, some of the sheep have escaped. Is that black?
Crazy murder heist thing. And also, this is a very large case with a lot of moving parts, and I'm sure that even after...
No, that's great. We had the black sheep.
So,
How?
I can think of any
What is the
nice-
point of a fucking lead? What is the point? If they can just leave, if they really feel like it. Where did they go? I really thought I would have noticed if they left. Apparently not. They're just fucking gone. Brilliant. Not a terrible loss. We can replicate all the dyes very easily, and we can get more sheep easily as well. Just why? Remember back when, like, back in the day, the way leads work is if they try to go beyond the fucking range, no, you're fucking coming back, mate. They cannot escape the fucking pull of that thing. Now, it seems like barely even a suggestion. Why is this guy refusing to move? Oh! Well, we got an orange sheep. I did not realise they did that. Well, now what do we do with this, the red one, which we put as a placeholder for orange? Oh no. We got an orange sheep. Do you happen to have a dye on you? You know what, let's start actually filling them up with shears. Just put a couple in. 16 shears is 32 iron. We can do that. All right, let me make a list of the dyes that I need. Okay, I need white. That's light grey, red, orange, yellow. Okay, we need light blue. We need cyan. That's blue. Purple, magenta, pink, lime, green, brown, grey. Are you black? No, we put a black one in. Okay. Cool. So we just need white and the blues. The white one, I'm pretty sure that one did get away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did have a white one. So that one has genuinely disappeared. I don't know where. Obviously, I'd like to get those fixed sooner rather than later, and then sort out the chest. And I will also fill every chest with 9-hole shears, and I might even try to get the shears enchanted. Can you actually enchant an enchantment table? If I have to use books for it, I don't know if I'll bother. Then again, books is actually more efficient in terms of like XP. So we're only level 27 right now, which honestly I would for be higher, but I guess that's because I haven't been really doing much mining anymore. If you put a bucket in a dispenser, does it automatically milk a cow? Unfortunately, of course, milk isn't all that great. Cake is the worst food in the game, and otherwise, milk is very hyper-specific in its use case to, get rid of buffs. That's the other thing, of course, milk gets rid of both buffs and debuffs. So it's not even strictly good for you. So it is a super situational thing to hang on to. I can get like a hardcore player hanging on to it, have one bucket of milk on you at all times, but otherwise, why would you ever carry milk? Okay. I'm not going to bother taking out one. I can literally just get one bone. Are we happy with this number of sheep in here? Yeah, it's fine. This has a pretty dense population, this place. I think it's fine. I just miss how multicolored they were. I liked having every color in here. Is there any more wildlife I can get in here? Because the thing is, obviously, like, foxes hunt certain animals. And so do, like, loads of animals hunt other animals, so I don't want to... Are you kidding me? Please don't do this. No. I can fix you. It's not too late. Right, there you go. I've disrupted your pathfinding. Now fix it. There you go. I could try out the other bees which are stuck, rather than murdering them. But again, I'm so sick of helping these fucking bees. It's not that hard, man. Have you guys been hard at work? Okay, you got a couple. It's a solid 50-50 split on the fucking spillage. How was Shears doing durability-wise? That one was already low, wasn't it? They're fine. They'll last quite a long time. Alright, so we need white, light blue, and cyan. We already have some dyes in here. White. I'm hoping... Okay. What if I type dye? Light blue we can make with blue and light blue. Makes sense. How can we get cyan, though? Because cyan is like slightly green, isn't it? So is it blue and green? Or is it just white blue plus another layer of white? I really hope I don't get like that in a specific flower. Because obviously that flower seems to be quite rare. Also, I'm going to save myself the ordeal of having to constantly fucking build up to those. I'm going to instead get a ladder. God damn, that Black Mirror episode is so disappointing. There's actually so much I could have done with that idea. Especially, like, I thought that she was losing her mind because of guilt, and I thought, wow, there's a really interesting thing to do here and point out how it becomes a personal manipulation. And then the people then start manipulating themselves. Like, that's a big part of how MAGA succeeds. They have a huge opportunity to Why am I here, ladders? We had a huge opportunity to make a really, really interesting episode idea. But it's like, nah, multiverse. Why? Why did you do that? I don't know where I got this dandelion from. There's so much we can go into on that topic of transmission and manipulation of information in the modern world. First of all, it's a very fucking relevant topic. It's a very, very important one. It's one of the biggest issues currently plaguing our fucking society, and it's only going to get worse. Fucking Mission Impossible fucking covered it. The worst fucking awfully written Mission Impossible fucking Final Reckoning covered that fucking thing in more depth from a Black Mirror episode. That's insane. That movie was like, it was awfully, again, I don't know if I talked about this on stream. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, I am not a Mission Impossible fan. I liked Fallout, I liked the first part of Reckoning, Dead Reckoning. I did like it. I acknowledge it's not very good. Some major writing problems. Final Reckoning is again like, it is awfully, awfully written, but the latter half of the movie has incredible action. So it's hard to be too super angry at. How can I get cyan? Cyan dye. Blue white. What? Blue dye plus green dye. Great. I was right. Now, the wool farm is more important than the honey farm, so I am going to put more work into a wool farm. And I do want to beautify it a little bit. Like I said, make it functional first, and then we'll make it look cooler. It may be an ordeal to like replace all the dirt blocks, so I think I'll just try to build around it and make it look fancy. Is that another witch? I keep thinking I hear that. That's the first time I've actually seen a witch pop up. Yeah, okay, so a synopsis of this whole Black Mirror episode, right? It starts out with a woman working at a food company, it's like snack company, and she's just working, and then suddenly there's like a test group, a focus group, meant to test some food, and she recognizes an old classmate from high school. So she's like, "Oh, classmate from high school," but she's like acting weird about it. So you immediately know that she talked shit about her in high school, and they were not friends. And they have a really awkward conversation. And then when she goes home, it's like, "Oh yeah, she was like a weird kid, blah blah blah." And there's this rumor about her, and you're like, "Okay, so she started a rumor." Very obvious twist. They did not do a good job of hiding that. Very predictable twist. And then like stuff starts to not make sense. Like we have a debate at work over like the name of a brand, and she remembers it being one thing, but then it was actually another thing. She Googles it and it was wrong. They're like, "Oh, it's Mandela effect." Everyone makes fun of her for it. And then she swears that the girl somehow did it because she was a computer nerd. She's like somehow she changed it, and some more shit happens, tension raises, and then they get to a point where I don't care about efficiency. Um, I really suck at recounting things, don't I? Dementia. Right. Yeah, things get worse to a point where then there's a confrontation. She asks, like, "Do you have a problem with me?" Um, and the protagonist is like, "No, no, I don't." And then the other girl's like, "Okay." And then she walks up to her and she drinks a whole carton of milk, which is like one of the other employees' cartons of milk, where they were getting pissed at someone for drinking it constantly, because it's theirs. So then it reveals it was her that was drinking it the whole time, and it reveals that she is out for her. Um, but she's been like having a mental breakdown about this. Like she's doubting her reality. Why? Okay. Why can't I die you? Why can't I die you? Uh, Light blue and cyan. Um, yeah, so she drinks a can of milk in front of her, and then she's then the people come back from a meeting which the girl missed. Um, and then the girl was there, and she's like, "Oh, who drank my milk?" And then she protagonist is like, "No, it was her." And then they're like, "Okay, we'll check a security camera." Then the security camera shows it was Candace doing it, and she's like, "What?" And then she starts losing her mind, and she says, "I wouldn't drink it. I have a nut allergy." And then they're like, "What's a nut allergy? That's not a word." And it's like, "Whoa." Um, that's where it started getting like really interesting to me because it's like, is she having a mental breakdown? Information getting manipulated? It's a really interesting topic, really really interesting, perfect for Black Mirror. We've even done kind of adjacent ideas before. Um, and then it gets worse, and I don't remember how it even happened. But then she gets fired from her job, so she follows the girl home. In her house, she finds like this huge server farm, and then it turns out that the she finds a girl, and the girl knows she's there. And then it turns out that her server farm is actually a quantum computer, and she has a pendant. And if she says a phrase and then presses a button on her pendant, it transports her to another fucking universe. It transports her and protagonist woman to a parallel universe where the statement she just said is true. So she literally says, she says, "Oh, you broke into my house and you're holding a knife and there's armed police on the way because your boyfriend called the police on you after you went berserk." And then she presses a button and then she's just there. And that's now true. And like they're the only two people that know that's what's happening. And and she says, "Oh, you've spoken Chinese all your life," and then she starts speaking Chinese. And then she says, "Oh yeah, you picked a red shirt rather than a yellow shirt to wear this morning." When it happens, and it's like, okay, that's cute and all, but it doesn't make sense. That's not how a multiverse works. It's like logically, it still has to logically follow, right? Like the events of the universe, it's not like the universe is created in that fucking moment, and like it just has it breaks cause and effect. 'Cause it doesn't it just doesn't make sense. It's the worst multiverse I've ever seen. I don't know how he did it, but he managed to make the worst multiverse I've ever seen. 'Cause it just outright does not make sense. Mojang, why did you do this? What was the point of this restriction? Just to piss me off. Oh, great. Okay, let me just double check. Light blue. Great. But yeah, eventually, so the police are arresting her, but then she does some quick thinking, and she grabs the policeman's gun and shoots the girl in the face. So she's dead now, so she can't switch fucking universe anymore. And then she gets into a gunfight with the police. And so she grabs a pendant, and then, because it has like a DNA lock, so it only works for a girl. So she presses her finger to it, presses it down, and then says, "The pendant works for me now." And then the pendant works for her now, and then she says, like, "Oh, the police work for me now." So then we stop shooting her, and like, "Alright, what are we doing here?" And then she says, "Oh, okay, I'm God Empress of the universe." And then we're like, "Alright." And then it just cuts to her being God Empress of the universe. It's like, it doesn't. She specifically made a point that, like, oh yeah, we're on a parallel timeline where everything is the same, other than the change which I just made. But like, it doesn't make sense. It does not logically follow. So if you really think about it, the infinity of a multiverse does not mean that every single possibility can happen, because it still needs to be logically congruent. If every multiverse still operates off the same ideas of cause and effect, then no, not every possibility is possible, because it still needs to follow logic and cause and effect. And if you say, nah, my multiverse doesn't, then you've literally said that cause and effect does not matter in your story, so you've just admitted that you're a fucking awful writer. Right, I think that's everyone correct. Blue and blue, purple and purple, magenta, pink, lime, green, brown, grey, black. Here we have white, grey, red, orange, yellow, light blue, cyan, blue. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, you know what? You're gonna die. Didn't even drop bones, that's why I fucking killed him. So yeah, it's like, it starts out as a really interesting existential horror, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know if the girl is changing, she's hacking the fucking cyberspace to change stuff on the fly. You don't know if the protagonist is having just a complete mental breakdown. You don't know if it's a mix of the two. You don't know at all what's going on. And it's a really interesting mystery, and we're like, nope. No, there is no mystery, and the solution to a mystery is awful. And it makes a multiverse canon to Black Mirror, which, ugh, just why? I refuse to believe every episode is still written by Charlie Brooker. Because, like, for early episodes of the series, obviously amazingly well written, and then they're not anymore. I do disagree with, like, FAF 9. FAF 9 made it out like everything post season 3 is dog shit. That's not true. A bunch of the episodes in like seasons 4 and season 5 even are amongst the best. And even fucking the Ashley episode, which was bad, even that still had like actually really good moments in it. It's just on a whole awful. But like the first half of the episode was actually kind of decent. It's just the second half which is awful. Where's Cactus Guy? Where's Cactus go? What? Where's Cactus going here? Okay. Buddy, you can't be in there, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. Here we got hit by water, so we just reset aggro. Hey, that's a glitch. He's supposed to lose aggro after being hit by water. What the fuck? This fucking enderman just hunt me down now. Oh my god. Oh my god, this... Oh no. He actually like does damage to me. I was about to say earlier, like, it would be so cool if we had like a hover monster in the scaffolding. Okay, he might have burned to death. Okay. Each stack of iron makes 32. Just take the fucking iron. Okay, we need 7. 7 times 16. That is a lot. 7 times 16. 112. Oof. I think we barely have enough for that. Do I care this much? Yes, with that episode, like, the thing is, it's not hard to fix that episode, thankfully. It had a really good start, a really good middle, even. It was like the last 20 minutes where it just went to utter shit. So I feel like that episode, you only have to change the third act. Just remove the reveal that it was actually, I can't even remember the woman's name. Just remove the reveal that she is fucking with her. And then remove the fucking multiverse reveal. Because it's awful, and it only makes the story worse. And then make it so it's the story actually about, you know, can we trust anything we fucking see anymore? Because we have increasingly fascistic governments, and the internet is out of fucking control. That'd be a really interesting episode idea, but nah. They should preyed on paranoia and made it so by the end of the episode you don't actually even know. You don't even find out. That would have been really interesting. Right, cool beans. Let's put this stuff back. What should I do with this bow? I feel like I should actually keep it. Yeah, let's dedicate one of the chests to, like, just trash. Excess bows. But again, I've explained this many times before on live stream. I believe that as an artist, you have a moral obligation to do the best work you possibly can. That's not to say your work has to be perfect when you do it, but you need to have tried. Right? You can tell when someone's trying. And you can tell when someone's being really lazy. And so I demand that you try. Because to me, as an artist, you get lucky. You have to get lucky to get to a position where you're actually publishing something. And when you publish a work, every future work is going to be compared against yours. And even if it's better, people will accuse it of being derivative and such. Even though it really probably doesn't deserve it. And so I believe you have a moral obligation to do the best work you possibly can. So it's hard for me to process more than one thing at once, because I'm stupid. You have a moral obligation to do the best work you possibly can, because anyone that comes after will they will have a harder time than you do. And their ideas will be worth less if they're anything like what you did. Even if what they did is way better than what you did, they may still get accused of being worse just because they came later, even though they can't fucking control when they're born, or when they're able to actually get access to the industry, usually. So I believe, as an artist, you have a moral obligation to try, not to make it good, but to try to make it as good as you possibly can be. If you fail, then you fail. But if you try, then I can't really hold it against you, can I? Which is why I get so angry when I see something be like so close to being good, and then it just does something really fucking stupid and ruins the whole thing. And it's like, now no one else can do this concept. Because if anyone else does, then they're accused of being fucking copies. Even if they do it better. And even if they aren't really copying, even if it's just a little bit conceptually adjacent, they'll get accused of it. It's stupid. I do think there is validity in calling people out for being copycats. I do think people do it too much. I also do think, again, people should be trying hard. I like how it looks on that. It's cool. Wait, are the sheep themselves actually highlighted? No, it's dirt. Okay. Ah, fuck. That's gonna be constantly changing. Oh dear. Is there anything else need updating? That doesn't. Um. Yeah, so I believe you have a moral obligation to do the best work you can, to try your hardest. And I'm not asking you to fucking kill yourself, I'm just asking you to try. So when I see a Black Mirror episode where like has a really good idea in the start, and then it devolves into multiverse slop at the end, you did not try. You wrote that in like an hour. You did not try. Or at least you gave up trying halfway through. And so for that, you make me really fucking angry, because now no one else can tackle a similar concept. Even though they can easily do it way better than you did it. This makes me so angry. I have a feeling this is once again on like a very borderline chunk. I find it very hard to believe that Charlie Brooker is still writing Black Mirror, because there's an absolute decline in quality. Absolutely. And there's a very different vibe. Like, even if you didn't know the context of Black Mirror, even if aliens just dug it up thousands of years from now and just watched the episodes raw with no knowledge of what Netflix even is, they would still be able to watch Black Mirror until something happened after season 1. It's weird, but like, when Black Mirror started leaning more towards comedy, people were like, we don't like this, stop doing comedy. And we were like, okay, people like comedy, let's start doing more comedy. And we did more comedy. It's like, why are you doubling down? Stop doubling down. It's supposed to be an existential horror slash societal discussion. It's just evolved into fucking slop. Great. I'm not going to bother giving her bees anymore. I don't think. I really don't think they need it. 16. Ah, fuck it. Okay, that's enough for one more, or two more in each. But I don't think the bees really need it. Be like, when I release my Black Mirror tier list, like, there's a lot. I mean, my favorite episode of the series is San Junipero, which is season 3. I do think season 4 had a quality drop-off, but I don't think it was as bad as FAF 9 made it out to be. The show definitely does get worse as it goes on. It definitely departs more from its original vision, especially in seasons 5 and 6. Season 7 so far has returned to form. First episode of season 7 was great. Second episode, obviously, is what I'm talking about, not so great. And also, just from another standpoint, I don't get why. Why would you make something that is poorly written? Just like, from a motivation standpoint, I can't understand it. Why would you want to make something which is poorly written? Because generally, when something is poorly written, it may be a little bit harsh for me to say this, but when something is poorly written, you know it's poorly written, unless you're stupid or actively turning your brain off. Those are your two options. And I do realize I may have just insulted billions of people. I don't mean it as an insult. Because you can still enjoy something which is stupid, I guess. I mean, not I guess. You can enjoy things which are stupid. I enjoy plenty of things which are stupid and I know are bad. Like, I enjoyed Superman. I enjoyed James Gunn's Superman. I think it's awfully written for a significant portion of its runtime, but I still enjoyed it. I think it's bad, but I enjoyed it. You can admit that something is bad and still enjoy it. You don't need to feel guilty about it. A lot of people don't seem to think that's possible. But it is. And it's fine. Um, so I just don't understand how someone can write something which is bad and be happy with it. Like, you get if you just don't care at all about your work and you're just saying, fuck it, let's put it out and get a paycheck. But if you genuinely care and you want to make something good, then how can you be happy after you make something awful? Because you should know. You should be able to tell it. It's human nature. Again, IHE made a cool speech in one of his videos once where he said that all we do is tell each other stories. So you'd think more people would be better writers. Which is a good point. Yeah, that's all that normal people do all the time. They go out to fucking pubs and talk shit. So why don't they know how to better write stories? It is strange. My parrot is still chilling, right? Yeah. But it just genuinely confuses me. Because, like, don't you want to enjoy stories? I don't know if I'm getting my point across well. I really should have built this way earlier, because obviously we'd have a lot of wool if I'd built this earlier. It's only been around for an hour, even less has it actually been harvesting wool, and we already have decent chunks, so this is fairly efficient. Holy shit, a stack of red. This works surprisingly well. I'm gonna Google how chunks work, because I want to see if like we're on the edge of a chunk limit here. Okay, chunk is every 16 blocks. Alright, so what is 782 divided by 16? 48.875. Okay, so okay, so this is a chunk border, this block right here. And so that means that, yeah, this is spread across two chunks, which is not that bad, because I mean, obviously, like Ollie's, they're all like split out, because he made it a really big grand room. These are way more squished together. So I think this should have far less problems. One problem is just like, is it too far out from wherever else I am? I really don't get why we've designed the game this way. I can understand it for like mobs, like monsters, but for sheep and shit, just program them to still eat and for dispensers and shit to still fly. It's not that hard. It should not cost that much computing power. Is it possible to change it here? I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting you to try acacia wood. This one's like a orangey, isn't it? Savannah. 6, good measure.
Money was composed
Oh my
of each
god.
of these small individual log boxes. Because of that, it took
There's just
many
been a
longer
ravine
to
here
get
this
back
entire
to the
time.
bank than it had previously. On top of that, the pair planned to hit the bank this Friday morning because there was supposed to be a
here.
Um, I was initially going to use cherry blossom wood to fill in the space, but I'm now thinking sandstone would be cool. If I can find sandstone. And I think I might put it on hold and instead make some more stairs. Because it's coming up on midnight. I just had an idea. I had the idea, of course, to build a cliffside base way over that way, near Alex's castle. No, I can build a cliffside base right up there. That could work. It's not as high up, obviously, relatively. So that one's at like the top of the world. But no, like right up there, that could also work. And I can feasibly connect that to the underground network as well. Should I also connect the sheep up? Alright, I want to see how this looks with sandstone. I don't want to see how it looks with cherry. I could even just use both. Interesting. Cherry wood has. I've never built with cherry wood before, by the way. Um, cherry wood has like less detail on the planks. That's cool. Do they blend? That's kind of alright. That kind of blends together. It's not the cleanest blend ever, but it's definitely not the worst blend ever either. It looks like cake. The one problem is, of course, I can't add a ceiling. Can I? Can I add a ceiling? Can I add a ceiling? Wait. Let me check the grass wiki again. Oh, no. The block directly above the dirt block must allow light to pass through it and hit the dirt block. Oh, okay. So we can do a roof for this. Fuck. What am I gonna do for a roof for this? I could do the same as Ollie and make it a rainbow roof. How many blocks long are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 out of 16 blocks of wall. We could work around. Should we do a rainbow roof? Nice little rainbow roof of wall. Honestly, I think I like the cherry sandstone combo. Right, you know, one thing I'm gonna do, one change I'm gonna give them to slightly improve their lives. Cool. Wait, what if I just committed to a cake bit and I made it literally like a cake on top? Obviously, we've already kind of fucked up the bottom half here, but we can make the rest of it literally be a cake. We can literally make the ceiling be a cake. wavy textured cake. This is not what it used to look like.
this like it wasn't awful.
Just the problem is, if I wanted to do it, I'd have to do a white wall, of course. This is nowhere near enough white wall. This would be like, it'd be like at least like a stack and a half for this. It'd be a lot of wool. So a rainbow would be a lot more economical. But I do like the cake idea. Is there any other block we could get which looks similar? There's snow, but I think snow will melt. Snow blocks. Do snow blocks melt? They shouldn't. They shouldn't. I mean, just, as a whole, no block placed by the player should melt. Just why? They correctly updated it so that leaf blocks placed by a player don't decay. So why do we still get melting shit? Oh yeah, I'm considering we could literally just completely wall off the sheep. So you can't even see them, all you see is the chest. We could do that. Just to be fair, you don't have any reason to see them. They're working away just fine. I didn't use as much sandstone as I thought it would. Right, so this is nice and pretty. I like it. I think it genuinely does look like a cake. It's just, how can we do a top? Let me Google, does snow blocks melt? And if they do, what blocks? Oh, pale oak. We could use pale oak. That'd probably be good enough. And of course, so far it's all wood. So we could use pale oak and crimson stem instead. And like make it a wooden cake. That'd be weird. Lila just meowed really strangely. Snow block. Unlike snow layers, snow blocks do not melt from high levels of light under normal circumstances and are not destroyed by water. So they don't melt. They don't melt. They don't melt. But we have to make them with snowballs. Does my shovel have fortune? No, it doesn't. Should I get fortune on it? Does fortune affect... Okay. Does fortune affect snowballs? No, the wiki does not list fortune having any effect on snow blocks. So let's go get some snow. Do I still wanna make these stairs? Oh, it's gonna divert to my original goal. What's the time? It's gone past midnight. Okay. I thought you were a creeper. I love the cake idea. I want to move forward with it. So let's we'll go get some snow as much as I can within a reasonable time frame. I'll go pick it up. We won't actually build it though. We'll have it ready for when I come back tomorrow. Sand converts directly to sandstone, doesn't it? No, no, it doesn't. Okay. So 4 stacks of sand makes 1 stack of sandstone. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna keep cherry because I think I will just make it like a hallway of cherry, and then you can literally just ignore the atrocities happening around you. Just cover up all the dirt and any sign of a sheep are even there. To make it even funnier, I could like set up a redstone. I could set up a note block, and it just like loops over and over to cover up the sound of a sheep. Oh, that'd be fucking dystopian. It'd be funny, but I mean, that's the kind of the antithesis of what I want. I want my place to be wholesome, genuinely. So, hey, we're about to finally get some usage out of the hole. Wait, the invisible spider is not a glitch? No, people say there's a 1% chance for a spider to be invisible. I thought it was a glitch. Oh, cool. Oh, I need to update the. Oh, no, that's for Galleon. Galleon? Okay, go to bee farm. Alright. I need to put I was going to put plants on top of this. Man. Okay, so like packed ice, I think I've talked about this before. That's all snow blocks. Fuck. Okay. Um, packed ice. It looked pretty cool, right? My problem with so many of these things is like it looks cool, there's no reason to go there. Right? There's no loot here. Same for a desert. Like a desert looks cool in Minecraft, there's no reason to go there. No reason. I mean, at least here you can fish for food. Like in a desert, it's literally completely barren. There's no reason under any circumstances to ever go to a desert in Minecraft. Unless you really want to find a desert temple. But like you really don't need that. So this is packed ice, right? Whoops. Packed ice. So like it looks cool. But like, why isn't there a packed ice temple? Why aren't there caves made of packed ice? With like ice zombies which slow you down when they hit you, but you have way better diamond spawn rates or something. Why doesn't the desert have fucking desert caves filled with fucking cacti like Terraria does? Obviously, again, I'm not asking for a game to copy Terraria, I'm just spitballing. I'm scared, I don't know how powerful polar bears are. Never really picked a fight with them. I know how they work is if they have a child and you go near the child, they will fuck you up. So as long as there's no baby polar bear nearby, they're chill. Which, I mean, is that accurate to reality? So wouldn't it be so cool if like I popped this open and there was like a diamond there, right? I know that'd be a little bit weird, a diamond on the surface. Like, make it rare or something. But like, literally just anything inside. You could put like coal or even. Coal, emerald. Emerald does not need to be a rare ore. You could put emerald inside, you could put coal, you could maybe put some iron. To make it so each of these like contains a little bit of ore, and that has a chance to even be diamond. That'd be so cool. And it gives you a reason to actually come here, because it'd be relatively safe mining. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what he did. Don't know why he did, but they actually hurt. Ow. Maybe he didn't like my idea. Can you craft anything out of packed ice? That's a huge missed opportunity. Where's packed ice brick? Come on. Terraria has it. Can coal, like, grow? Should I buy that? So I haven't seen any coral in any of the oceans. I know it's there. So I've found it before, but I haven't seen any of this world so far. Right, this is probably more than enough cacti. Didn't even come here for this. But I absolutely think like the desert should have desert caves, and they're somehow cool, I guess. So back in the day, deserts didn't have caves at all. Of course, now they do, but they're still not like good. Packed ice. Oh, that's just regular ice. Oh, I got a lot of regular ice. Oh, oh. Well, that's just gonna melt, isn't it? Fuck, most of this is just regular ice. I didn't know you could do that. Right, there's probably enough right now. That looks a little bit weird. Kind of hard to tell the difference. So this is just regular ice and this is packed ice. It has a little bit more detail. Cool. I mean, 5 full stacks or block, which you can't even craft into anything, is good enough. But yeah, like these biomes, they're objectively harder to survive in than the other biomes. Yet there's no reward. There's no reason to come here. Unless you really like a winter aesthetic. Which I personally do. I love winter aesthetic. I fucking love the snow. But there's just no reason to do this. This entire time we've been out, we've seen like 10 polar bears and like 1 pig. I'm getting scared I'm gonna get attacked again. Maybe polar bears attack if they just get like hungry. Spooky. It's like there's not even many like trees. It's like it's like such a huge opportunity. That like looks like a castle. Just fucking rip off Frozen, man. No one's gonna mind. Give us a fucking ice castle we can find. Just anything, literally anything. One thing. Even a single one thing will be infinitely more than the nothing that it currently has. kind of tempted to disassemble this village and steal the materials. What has happened here? I've never seen this before. That's a big glitch. Right, so next stream we're gonna finish building that, and then I'm gonna build various stairs just around the place, just neaten things up, make transport even easier. Transport? That's not right. Just add some stairs around the place, make it more comfortable. Maybe work more on the interior, because I still think I could do more here. Nice. It literally looks like a cake with like it looks like a chocolate cake, but like with one side of it like cut out. I actually love that. It actually is a pretty nice effect. It works quite well. But one thing I'm thinking is maybe adding some more dimension to it. Don't know how I would do that though. But I think that's nice. Obviously, this is icing. These are the cherries, and also we can have some blue sprinkles. And I might add some just some wool in as well for more uh, sprinkle colours. By the way, I did not plan for it to be a cake. I was not planning to even give it a roof. It was just going to be like a frame around it just to make it look be more than just a bunch of dirt mounds. And I was like, let's actually fill it in with cherry. And I was like, actually, no, let's fill it in with sandstone. I was like, wait, what if I combine them? Oh, I've made a cake. No, it actually works. We also have it like so it like bleeds over the edges here, so it'll be directly on top of the wood. Really good. Been on here for an hour longer than I intended, as usual. Really good.